The much awaited year of 2026 is here, and I'm so excited to share with all of you your astrology predictions for 2026. 2026 is a year of new beginnings and where we reap the rewards for all the efforts and hard work that we have been putting for the past 3-4 years. So, if you want to dive deep into in-depth, most accurate, detailed astrology predictions for 2026, then I highly suggest you look into your sun, moon, and rising signs. If you don't know what are your sun, moon, rising signs, then you can use any online birth chart calculator to find out the placements for your sun, moon, and rising signs. The rising sign, or your sign of the ascendant, is the sign of your first house in astrology. It's going to tell you how each house, how every area of your life is going to function. So I highly recommend you do look into your rising sign. Your sun sign is going to tell you more about your work or profession or soul purpose, because sun is the natural indicator of our soul, our identity. And your moon sign is going to tell you more about your emotional and mental well-being during the course of the year and how things are going to be for you emotionally, because moon is the natural indicator of our mind and our emotions in astrology. If you don't know your time of birth, then you can definitely use your moon sign or your sun sign based on the day on which you were born. So once you've calculated these details, you can go into the description box to your own sign to find out your personal astrology prediction. I do want you to know that I refer sidereal astrology or the Vedic astrology, which is a little bit different from your zodiac sign, because sidereal astrology looks at the actual placement of the planets in the sky. So I do recommend that you find an online sidereal birth chart calculator to find your sun, moon, and rising. I'm going to pin one of the sidereal birth chart calculator in the description box for your reference, but you can use any that you may like. As I said earlier, definitely check out your sun, moon, and rising. Now let's get into the video. So if you have Capricorn, sun, moon, or rising, then this is what you can expect in 2026. So Capricorn, for you, finally you will see the end of your Sadesati period effects, because for Capricorn, although the Sadesati finished in 2025, but the complete results don't come, at least till the next year. And so now from this year, you will start to see that finally the effect that you've been waiting for, where now things start to flow and you don't have that many anxieties and depression and obstacles in your life. That is the effect that you will start to see from this year. Whatever you have learned in the past 7 years of your Sadesati period, that was a structure that was being prepared, and now you will see that your life actually starts to move forward. Also for you, Capricorn, we are going to start the year with a major stellium right on your ascendant. So on 18th of January, we are going to have 6 planets in conjunction. We're going to have Sun, Moon, Mars, Venus, Mercury, and Pluto, which is already present in Capricorn, right on your ascendant. And so this means that there are going to be major changes that are happening, almost divinely aligned changes that are going to be happening for the rest of the year. So it's almost like you'll see a divine plan is being formulated for you, and it may not show the complete impact immediately around the time of conjunction. It may reveal itself during the course of year, but definitely this is an year that is going to bring major changes in your life. Saturn is going to be transiting your third house. Third house is the house of our communication, attention, of our short-term intellect. And so Saturn, wherever it transits, it wants to bring routine and structure, efficiency, productivity. And so now Saturn's presence in your third house is going to force you to evaluate where are you spending your time, where are you spending your attention. Are you just wasting your time on social media, or maybe gossiping with others, or just focused on others, or are you actually able to come up with a productive routine for yourself? The areas and the things that you're giving attention to, do they actually help to give a better life to you in the long term, or are you just wasting your time? Because Saturn also represents time, and here Saturn is going to force you to now start being very, very careful about how you're spending your time. What is your timetable like? What is your routine like? Where are you spending your maximum time? It's almost time to audit your time. Third house is also the house of our immediate environment, the people that we talk to on the daily. So whether that is our friends, our social circle, neighbors, our siblings, this is the time where you'll start to evaluate the circle that you listen to. You'll start to evaluate the kind of people that you're spending time with, that you're listening to, also the social media that you're paying attention to. This is the time where you'll start to evaluate, are these the things that actually give me the life and give me the highest version that I want to align with? Think you can or think you can't. Either way, you are right, because the kind of people that you spend your time with, that is what is going to determine the trajectory of your life, and you're becoming really conscious of that in this year. Third house is also the house of our siblings, and so your relationship with your siblings may see a lot of transformation. In some extreme cases, there can be some sort of detachment with your siblings, but in most cases I've seen, you will see maturity or a transformation that comes in your relationship. Maybe you'll see, okay, these are the boundaries that we need to keep between us, and then things are good. Or maybe you want to help your siblings more. Your siblings need more help from you, more guidance from you, or you have more increased responsibilities towards your siblings. Third house is also the house of our skills, and so when Saturn is present here, it's going to force you to develop, discipline, to actually pursue your skills, to actually hone your skills, because a lot of people can have talent, but to really develop your skills, for that you need a proper routine. You need to do those things consistently, whether you fail, whether you succeed, you just keep going at it. And Saturn's presence here is going to give you that willpower that you now don't even care about the result. You know this needs to be done every day, and you're just going after it. In February, we'll also have Saturn and Neptune conjunction in your third house. Neptune is a planet of divine blessing and intense transformation, and so the Saturn-Neptune conjunction is going to give you major transformation connected to your third house. And Neptune's presence in third house can also give you maybe more artistic skills, and so you maybe have been working on honing some artistic skills, maybe say singing or writing. Maybe you have been writing a book of your own which is connected to say a fiction, because Neptune can also show imagination. These conjunctions have been happening for the past 1.5 years, but this is the last time in the cycle when this conjunction is happening, and so it can give you the reward for the efforts that you have been putting for the last 1.5 years. So if you have been working on say some novel or working on some project, and then this is the time for you to start reaping rewards for it as well. Also in 2026, we're going to have 4 eclipses all on the axis of Aquarius and Leo. So Rahu, which is also the North Node, is going to be transiting the sign of Aquarius, which is your second house, and Ketu, which is also called the South Node, is going to be transiting your 8th house, which is the sign of Leo. Second house is the house of our resources. It's the house of accumulated wealth, of our value, and Rahu's presence here can make you really focused on how to now start accumulating your wealth. Ketu's presence in 8th house creates almost like a detachment from other people's money. So say till now you were dependent on others for making your money, or maybe say on your partner, but now there is a shift where you want to start making your own money. Ketu's presence in 8th house can also give an attachment, subjects related to 8th house like occult or astrology or spiritual transformation. And maybe you're going to do a lot of research related to this and use that to now start making your own money, which is your Rahu. A Rahu in 2nd house can also give a lot of exotic taste, like you want to try different kind of food, you want to try foreign food. 2nd house is also our possession, and Rahu's presence here can give you a very luxurious taste. You may want to try expensive brands, or you're going to have a focus on now accumulating a lot of resources. Wherever Rahu is present, there the desire becomes insatiable. 2nd house is also the house of speech, and Rahu's presence here can give you a lot of charisma. Actually, if you want to do something related to public speaking or to social media, then Rahu's presence here can almost give you like an enchanting vibe, where people are just mesmerized by the way you are talking. Also, during 2026, Jupiter is going to be transiting your 6th house, and it's going to bring like a divine blessing to themes related to your 6th house till the month of June. 6th house is all about our daily routine. It's about our health. Jupiter's presence here now may give you new information about the kind of food that you need to eat, the diet that you need to follow, there is the exercises that you need to do, or maybe the routine that you're able to do. And it's almost like a divine blessing. So if you have been trying to make changes for a long time, with Jupiter's presence here, you'll finally be able to make those changes. Say you want to change your sleeping patterns, or now you have been cutting down on some food items, but you have not been able to do that till now. Jupiter's presence here will give you that blessing that now suddenly you feel you're a changed person, and it's not tough anymore. It's easy for you to do that. You can also find guidance, in the form of, say, a mentor, or say you get a fitness instructor or a dietitian, and some sort of person who is able to guide you, or maybe you're able to read something online or some YouTube video, but guidance in some form that actually gives you that inspiration, makes it so easy for you to now bring healthy changes to your routine, to your diet, to your exercise, and make you someone who is now more nourished and more healthy. 6th house is also the house of our day-to-day environment, and so you'll see that maybe the environment in which you are in, you want to make it look more homely and more abundant. You may want to make some changes in your environment, in your day-to-day environment, where you feel as if there is like a prosperous vibe. 6th house is also the house of our work that we do, and so Jupiter's presence here can actually help you get some promotions or get some good authority figures, get good projects. 6th house is also the house of our employees, and Jupiter's placement here can help you make positive changes in this area. From June, Jupiter is going to be transiting your 7th house, and this is a really good time to find the right partnerships for yourself, whether that's in the personal relationship or whether that's in professional relationship, because 7th house is about our long-term commitment. So maybe now you're able to find the right partner that you've been looking for, with whom you can actually think of being in a long-term commitment. Or when it comes to your business, you're able to find the right business partners who actually add on to your work, who actually help you expand your work in the field that you've been wanting to. And you'll see that these kind of partnerships are actually quite long-term, and they're quite divinely guided. After October, Jupiter is going to be transiting your 8th house, which is again about marriage, about intimacy. So this time period is going to be good for you if you've been looking to find a long-term partner. 8th house is also about other people's money, so you may see there is an increase in the money that you've been receiving through others. So maybe through more commissions, or through insurance, inheritances, or now there is an increase in the income of your partner, and so your combined income increases, or you are able to find like the right business contacts, and so now there is an increase in your customers, and that leads to an increase in your income. So all in all, 2026 is going to be the year that you have been waiting for, Capricorn. You've waited for a long time. Finally, it is the time for you to see the rewards that you have been waiting for. Hope you have a wonderful 2026.